Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I started by saying that we have quite a number of digital platforms, or what many call social media platforms. These digital platforms pay what they call the creator revenue share. Of course, it has different names according to the platforms.
Yeah.
If, for example, YouTube pays, for YouTube, it's called the YouTube Partner Program.
YouTube Partner Program.
Yes. On X, it's called the Creator Revenue Share. And I think on TikTok, it's the same name.
Yeah.
So what is the Creator Revenue Share? You realize that what these digital platforms sell, the product they have on the market is advertisement.
Yeah.
That's the product they sell on their platforms. So what they do is they provided platforms where every individual in the world can open a sub platform. Yeah, I am trying to use the basic language that everyone can understand. A sub platform. Now, because you are very many people in the world with different audiences, they want to tap into the audience of where you originate.
Yes.
So now, if I give an example of YouTube, YouTube alone cannot reach the Ugandan market without the Masaka kids or Eddie Kenzo or Kasuku having to help them reach this market.
Okay.
So a Ugandan content creator is going to help YouTube to reach the Ugandan market. Okay. Because a Ugandan content creator will put up content that resonates with the country where they originate.
Oh, that's part of the world.
Yes, that part of the world. So when you put content that appeals, that attracts the population of the specific place where you originate, now YouTube also gets an opportunity to reach that market.
Okay.
So now what happens is that global businesses will reach out to YouTube for advertisement. So give an example of like Nike or Coca-Cola or all these global businesses that we see.
Yes.
They reach out to YouTube for advertisement, and they'll pay a lot of money to YouTube to advertise their products. So now, you who opens up what we call a YouTube channel and you upload your video content on YouTube,
yes,
you become a medium through which YouTube reaches the market. And once YouTube reaches the market, because what they sell is advertisement, just like radio and TV,
yes,
you are helping the
you're brokering.
You're brokering, and you are helping the organization, the business that advertises with YouTube. That is why, for example, when YouTube is paying, when you open a YouTube video, there is that ad that comes first normally.
Yes.
So that ad,
which most of us skip.
yes, when you skip, you're actually you're
denying yourself.
You're denying that person, because normally you're not watching your own content.
Yes.
You're denying the owner of that account money. You're also denying YouTube money, because at the end of it all, if the advertising company realizes their adverts are not being viewed, then they may not renew the contract. Yes, continue advertising with YouTube.
Okay.
So when you skip, you are denying, because what YouTube pays is not your content. What they pay for, the YouTube Partner Program, they don't pay for your content. They pay for their advert on your content. Does that make sense?
Very well.
If it does to you, then it is making sense to the listeners.
Very, very well.
So now it's the money. How now do they pay that money? It's the amount of views on the adverts on your account.
Not the amount of views
on your content. No.
Because I was telling them, the more the views, the higher the chances.
The more the views on the advert.
Oh. Whoa.
not on the content. They are not paying your content. They are
Whoa.
paying for the advert. So when you skip that advert, you're denying someone money. Normally those adverts are around 30 seconds.
Yes.
Just watch that advert. So you'll find on some videos there's an advert at the start, there's an advert in the middle, there's an advert at the end. All that is money to the content creator, to the YouTube content creator. And our YouTubers here are getting quite some good money because some are getting as much as $14,000 per month.
Yeah, the Kasukus of
The
this world.
Kasukus of this world. They actually, the Masaka ghetto kids are earning much more than Kasuku and Kenzu. Yes, they are those kids because of their videos, their dance videos, but they also gave them the originality. People want to watch originality.
Yeah.
They want to watch the culture in that content, you know. So people are making quite some good money.
Some
now.
strides,
Yes. Now, YouTube made it easy
Yes.
for us because they came here and connected YouTube payments straight to our bank accounts. So once you monetize with YouTube, you can receive your money through your bank account. So YouTube is sorted.
When you say when you monetize with YouTube, now the confusion of exactly what you cleared at the beginning falls in. What does monetizing mean?
Okay.
Again?
Okay. For these digital platforms, they have different requirements for you to qualify
Very well.
as now for YouTube.
monetized
No,
account.
now for YouTube as a partner, because it's called YouTube Partner Program. For you to be added to the YouTube Partner Program, they have qualifications.
Yeah.
For YouTube specifically, you will need 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. And then after 1,000 subscribers, then you will need a certain number of watch views
Yes.
per hour. How many views you have, you get
Yes.
on their adverts still.
Yeah. Not on my content.
Not on your content. Your content, they don't consider so much on you. So if someone is just keeps skipping the adverts and watches your content, they are not giving you monetary value. So we have to, this is why we have to talk about these things.
That's right.
So that if someone watches Kasuku live and they really want Kasuku, wish Kasuku to earn more money, they should watch the adverts on the YouTube content,
on the Kasuku
on the
Live.
Kasuku live,
Yes.
and his other content on YouTube. Don't skip that advert. So I think the basic on YouTube is for you to get 1,000 subscribers. Then the others, YouTube can determine how many views you have per hour and all those things. So you will, and normally when you actually qualify, they will notify you because you normally have an email attached to your account.
Yes.
So they always notify you.
Keep in touch. Yeah.
Yes. Now that is YouTube, and I'm not here so much to talk about YouTube. I want us to get into X, but before X,
A bit of TikTok.
a bit of TikTok.
Ah.
TikTok apparently doesn't pay a single African country in as far as creator revenue share is concerned.
Wow. So
Yes.
people that are lying to us that TikTok is paying me, are indeed lying to us.
TikTok is paying in a different way. When you're watching my video, there are those
Gifts,
gifts. Yes. So it is from someone who is watching to a content creator. It's not from X to a content creator.
It's not from TikTok. to
Sorry, it's not from
creator.
TikTok to a content creator.
Yes.
It's from someone watching,
Yes.
my follower, to me, the content creator. So that's the difference. So the real creator revenue share, I think I even forgot to define what creator revenue share is, and
But please feel free to
people need to understand what it is. So like I explained, these digital platforms sell advertisement.
Right.
So when they get revenue from advertising companies, what they get from advertising companies, they will get a portion of it and give it to the medium that I talked about, because you are a medium through which they advertise,
A conduit.
through which they reach the markets.
Yes.
Yeah. So they will say, they are fair enough to say, Kent has helped us using his YouTube account, his TikTok account to reach the Ugandan market. So we should give him part of what we got from our advertisers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is the creator revenue share. So now that's what TikTok does not pay to a single African country. What the content creators have been earning are gifts from people who are just watching.
Yes.
It's only, I think, in Egypt, Morocco, and Ghana, where TikTok pays, but what they pay is still not creator revenue share. They are paying for people who add features to the application. They are they are IT gurus in those countries that contribute features, the features that create the content. So that's what they are paying. But for the creator revenue share in itself, TikTok doesn't pay in Africa. That is why countries like Rwanda and Kenya, our neighbors here, have started already campaigns. I was also informed yesterday. Yesterday I had a meeting with the State Minister for ICT, National Guidance, and Honorable Kabyanga, very good gentleman.
He actually sat where you're seated exactly the last time we hosted him.
Oh, he was here.
Yeah.
I'm honored to be sitting in the same seat with ministers. Yeah. So he also said that Uganda is also taking a step in engaging TikTok. So it should be now a contest. Who brings TikTok to pay creators in Africa first? Which country does that first? And my prayer is that Uganda becomes the first country, because that speaks volumes to our public relations as a country. Yeah, so that's TikTok. Now let me get to X.
Actually, let me do